Hello everyone. How is everyone doing today? My name is Karen and I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Central New Jersey. And we're going to make a fun fold card today. It's a real easy one. Just going to give a second if anybody's going to hop on live. So I'm going to use the Gorgeous Leaves bundle, and since there's no sentiment with this, I'm using the Love of Leaves set just for the sentiments. All right, so we're going to get started. I just wanted to remind everybody that celebration is coming to an end. We have next Thursday is the last day to earn your free products from Celebration. So we have already run out of the bedazzled paper. Hi Barbara, thanks for joining. And also next Thursday is the last day to take advantage of the getting the free bundle from Celebration for the joining. So if this is something you'd be interested in, if anybody saw my Facebook post today, I just showed an idea of what $125 worth of product was that you get for $99 and it ships for free. So if you are interested, please drop me a line at creativestampingdesigns@gmail.com and I'd be happy to talk to you about it. We'd love to have you on the team. This is a great deal. I mean, you do not have to sell. You don't have to do anything. Hi, Karen. Thanks for joining. You do not have to do anything. You can just join as a hobby demonstrator. So this is all over next Thursday, September 30th. And then October 2nd, our team, hi Jillian, thanks for joining. Our team is doing a World Card Making Day. And I believe it's going to be starting around, I want to say it's like 9 o'clock in the morning, I believe is the first video. We have videos 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, all day from 9 o'clock to 5 o'clock. I'll be going live at 4 o'clock. But we have videos going all day. It's free. Just join in. I'm not sure what else. There's going to be posts all day going on. I will have something on my Facebook page once it gets closer so that you can join into the group. All right? We're going to get started, and the fold is not, I mean, it's a simple fun fold, but this is not the main thing that I'm going to show you today. Okay? So I'm starting with a panel of 11 by 4 1/4, and I scored it at 5 1/2 and 2 3/4. So it's just your basic Z fold card. So it's a nice simple one, but it's I'm going to show you a masking technique. So I'm hoping that you will, oh, and I'm using the, oh my goodness, I can't remember the name of the paper. That's terrible. Oh, trying to think which paper this is. The Peaceful Prints, sorry. This paper, this is one of the Celebration papers that will be going away. So I've got 1 week left to use up my paper. I've got a lot of it. I think I have 4 packs of this one. So I'm just using the, I don't know, I'm going to call this bark, tree bark. Yeah, that sounds good. Just going to use these panels. They're just being adhered. I'm already full of glue. Ugh. They're just being adhered down to a panel of the Sahara sand. And all the measurements for this will be on my blog on Friday. Again, it's really, this is the real simple. Oops. Z-fold card for me is just like to me, just a basic fold in half card. Book fold, tent fold. Okay. Oh, okay. And we're going to do the inside. I'm not going to adhere this inside yet, but we are going to do it. I'm going to, oh, my stamp's right in front of me. I'm stamping it with the sentiment from Love of Leaves. I thought of you. Hi, Jamie. Thanks for joining. I thought of you today. And this is my color palette. Using Old Olive, Crushed Curry, Cherry Cobbler, and Pumpkin Pie. And those of you that know me know I despise yellow. But the Crushed Curry kind of fit with what I was doing, so I kind of had to use it. For some reason, I don't mind the Bumblebee, but Crushed Curry just is not one of my favorite colors. But for some reason, you know what? I don't want to use that color. For some reason, to me, it's a great fall color. But if I can avoid yellows, I do. Because I'm stamping some leaves in the Cherry Cobbler, I think I'm going to use my Old Olive for the sentiments. You all know I do my cards on the fly. I never have anything prepared. I did try the technique, the technique just to be sure. It's kind of a masking thing. We're going to hope we get this straight. All right. And I'm going to stamp a couple of the leaves on here. With the Cherry Cobbler. Okay, we're just going to put a couple. I'm not going to do much with this because actually, when I do the card front, I'm going to have to use my heat tool a little bit because Cherry Cobbler takes a minute or two to dry. And what that was on there. And we're just going to put a couple of these. And this one I'm going to have to clean. I know there's a lot of people out there that really like yellow, and of course, this time of year when the leaves are starting to change, for some reason, hi Beth, thank you for joining. For some reason, yellow seems to be the color that's all around my house. And I get very, very uptight about that because I'm not a fan of the yellow. Leave those on there because they're just it's a little dry that. And we're just going to adhere this to a Cherry Cobbler mat. And this is going to go inside, but like I said, I'm not going to put this inside until I get the card front done and everything in place. Because I need to make sure this is going to be in the right spot. We're just going to do that. And we're just going to set this on the side for right now. All right, and I'm going to just get a piece of paper because what ends up happening with me is I make a real mess. Okay, so I've got a piece of just basic white, which is 4.5 by 3 by 4.5. Now, once I'm done with this, I'll decide whether I have to cut it down. We're going to mask off. I have, where is it? I buy not regular I have regular Post-it notes. These are your regular Post-it notes that, well, these have lines, but you understand that they have just the sticky stuff on the top. I buy these super sticky Post-it notes that the whole thing is sticky. So these really hold in place well. And last time I was at the store trying to find them, I couldn't find it. So what I'm going to do, I actually do need my grid paper. So we're going to just make a mess on the grid paper today. And we're just going to kind of just put these down. I have no... I think I want this one on this side. So I'm just putting, I just want like a small border. Just like that. And that should hold in place. Now I'm going to, I lost my cherry cobbler, here we go. We're going to stamp a couple of the leaves in cherry cobbler again. And then I'm going to dry it a little bit with my heat tool. I'll put this one right about there. I'm going to dry it if I plug my heat tool in. I forgot to do that. Okay. So the Stampin' Up! Heat tool has two settings. There's 1 and 2. 1 is for drying. 2 is if you're going to emboss. Hi, Tara Beth. Thank you for joining. So we're just going to go, set it to 1. And I just want to dry the red a little bit, only because, or the cherry cobbler. I'm going to use the blending brushes, and I don't want the cherry cobbler to run. So I'm just going to dry it a little bit. Masking is one of my favorite things to do. I do a lot of masking with different things, and that is the extent of fussy cutting that I will do, is when I want to mask something, I'll fussy cut it. Okay, I just want to put these on the side so I don't get... So I'm going to start with the crushed curry, okay, and I'm just using my blending brushes. Just going to see. I'm going to go off the paper first and then just add a little bit of color. Masking's your least favorite, Karen? Really? I love to mask things. All right, and then we're going to move to pumpkin pie. My daughter loves these brushes. She loves when I ask her to clean them. She goes, it's so satisfying watching the ink come off them. I said, okay, well then you can clean them for me. And when you do this, every time, it'll come out different every time, depending on how, which colors you use, how much color you use. So they all come out a little bit different. And I'm just going to use a very little, actually I'm going to use put a little more yellow on it. As much as I dislike it, it just needs... When I was playing around doing this yesterday, I did a couple different ones, and they were just all coming out different. I'm just going to add a little bit of cherry cobbler. And the leaves are... Then we're going to attempt to get this off. And these Post-it notes can be used over and over again, so I will, I'll hold on to them. Oh, you know what? I just realized I wasn't supposed to move that yet. It's all right. Put it right, back the best I can since... Forgot to stamp my other leaves. I'm going to stamp the little leaves in green. Just to add a little bit more. Now we'll remove this. Heat embossing used to be your least favorite, Karen? I like both of them. I had at my classes I started doing some heat embossing, and the reaction on everybody's face is just so fun to watch. There we have our little panel. And I'm going to adhere that onto, well, actually, we're going to stamp a sentiment on this first. Going to adhere that onto a panel of cherry cobbler. But we are going to stamp just the hello. Oh, wait a second. Okay. And I think we're going to do it just up top here. Ooh, there's ink on that. I cannot get any extra ink. Can't redo this. Well, I can, but okay. So there, what do you think? Now, Jillian, when you do make this card, you have to do this technique too this time. That's the only catch since there's a couple of yous that post your cards below mine. On my Facebook page when I post it on Fridays. You do have to do the technique too this time. And if you have any questions, just reach out to me. I'd be happy to help you. But it's nice and, you know what? Before I adhere this down, make sure, yep, that fits, okay. I didn't quite measure that part yesterday when I was getting everything cut. I was more concerned of doing this. All right. Now I'm going to adhere this to the front, but I'm only going to put dimensionals on the 1/2. Actually, this like this so I can see where they're going to go to. Just put one dimensional in place. And I should be good. Oops, that's a bit of a large dimensional too. I'm going to put that one in the middle. And I'm doing this just so I know, I have an idea of where they're going to go. All right. Put this, try to get this as centered as we can. Let's see. Right about there before I, yep. So it's just your simple Z-fold. I'm going to adhere this on the inside. And I'm going to use liquid glue with this one only because if I get it in the wrong spot, I can still move it around a little. Which it should be okay here, but you want to make sure it's underneath your front piece. And I got to bring it down just a little. Still bringing it down. Bring it a little closer to me, maybe I can see. I'm running out of wiggle room there. There we go. Okay, then I pre-cut, I don't know how many I'm going to use, but I pre-cut using the the gold and rose gold 6x6 DSP. I pre-cut just some gold, a couple gold leaves, and I'm just going to put them, I don't know, I'm just going to pick a place and put them. I have, because then I have a little bow we're going to put with them. Yes, I think we're just going to put them like right about there, right in the middle. And then we'll put the bow just on top. Let's see if I can get this to work the way I want it to. I am going to use a little liquid glue. Actually, let's see if I can use a glue dot, if that'll work. If I fold the glue dot in half, it might. So I just kind of rolled the glue dot a little bit. Try to get it off my pokey tool. I'm just going to put one there. I'll do the same thing, just roll glue dot. Put this one right on the top. And then I made just a little triple loop bow, just with a couple little pieces of linen thread. And we're going to adhere that with a glue dot also. Maybe. And we're going to put that right on our leaves, right on the top like that. And then I'm just going to add, you always have to have a little bit of bling. So I have I have a couple already cut. The champagne, get them out. They went out, but I don't quite know where they went. Okay, well, I'll find them later. Oh, there they are. Okay. This champagne, what are they called? Champagne rhinestone, sorry. I was concentrating on trying to get my rhinestone off. I'm just going to put a couple right by the sentiment. And we'll put one more just right down there on the bottom. So there. Just a nice simple card, but this was the part I was focusing on. Just trying to do the masking technique. Thank you, Beth. I appreciate that. Thank you, Karen. Just going to do an envelope real quick. I do have a couple more leaves. I don't know if I'm going to, if I feel like putting them on the inside, or I'll save them for another project. Okay, we're going to finish up the card with an envelope, because you're not supposed to have a naked envelope. I've got Jamie doing envelopes all the time now. If I don't have an envelope done, I feel like my card isn't finished. I got so used to doing them. Just a quick little trim, and then we'll just stamp a couple of the leaves on the front. Would love to see your cards if you make them. This post will go live Friday morning at 8 a.m. and it goes live on Facebook also, and there will be the video with it on my blog post, along with on my YouTube channel. And then on my Facebook page, if you would just share your cards in the comments where my card is. I'd love to see your card, especially if you do I really would like to see if you do the masking. Let's put a couple leaves. I'm going to drop these leaves. And here's my green. Really light. And then we're just going to add my least favorite color. Since I don't want to do this whole thing on the front, so I'm just going to a little splotch image. In the corner, just so it has a little bit of color. And there you have it. The envelope with the, like I said, it's a simple Z-fold card, but I wanted to do the masking technique, and I really hope you will try it and share with me your card. I would love to see your masking technique. Like I said, if you have any questions, you're not sure, you haven't masked before, just reach out to me. I'd be happy to help you out. All right? And you can either message me through Facebook or just send me an email at creativestampingdesigns@gmail.com. Like I said, everything will be on my blog post, creativestampingdesigns.com, on Friday with all the measurements and a link. And don't forget that next Thursday, Celebration ends. So if there are any stamp sets or the DSP that you've been wanting, don't wait. They're gonna, once they're gone, they're gone. Once it's over, Celebration is over until, I believe there'll be a different one in January. And if anybody is interested in joining our team, please reach out to me. I would be more than happy to talk to you and help you get started. All right? Thanks, everybody, for joining, and I will hope to see you next Wednesday at 4 o'clock. Have a great week, everyone. Bye-bye.